Already? What do you mean? Five seconds I've been live. 5 seconds. CPR 2626 coming in with a tier 1 for 27 months in a row. Thank you very much, my friend. Welcome, peeps. How are we today? Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone getting on? Russ, James, I'll try and save you from boredom, but you know that not many entertaining things happen on this stream. But welcome. How are you? Cam, hello. Miro, Rocky, welcome, guys. 3D, yo, yo, yo. Defcon, Cardboard, hello. Morik, welcome. JCB, welcome. Can't wait to see the shed completed. You're telling me. You're telling me. I went back to your first YouTube video and ordered the mat and foam kit. Just waiting for housing replacement. Really, OMX? Nice. I love that. Techno, welcome. I'm good, thank you, Mira. How are you, my friend? Merlin. John, hello. Pico, hello. Devil, welcome. That Athan you recommended helped. Good to hear. Good to hear. If you're watching on Twitch, you don't have to have it long ways. You can have it the other way as well. PTO, what's PTO? Just finished the last garage episode and pressed back to home screen and you're instantly live. Let's go. Repairing the coffee? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, paid time off PTO. I get it. I get it. How's the soldering station? Is it still beeping at you? I haven't used it since last stream, so we're going to find out today. See what's going on. Welcome. Alias, welcome. Great garage progress. Thank you, James. Yeah, it was a lot happened, didn't it? If we can be honest, a lot happened in such a short period of time. So much. That was over the course of, like, you know, I think I said it in the episode. I think it was over about 3 weekends, so 3 weeks separation between those cuts. So it took a while. It took a while. And I see a lot of comments, you know, people saying certain things and certain stuff. So it's all helpful, most of it. So yeah, I'm just excited now, man. I wanna just get into the room. I've ordered some brackets for the walls. I've got those. I just pressed spacebar, and I'm just curious as to what I've just potentially stopped. I haven't stopped anything. Lovely. I've got some holders for my lights for the wall. Today I ordered some. What did I order for tomorrow to come? I've ordered some sanding sponges, which I'm going to use to get any like micro. What's the word that I'm looking for? Not implementations, indentations, micro indentations. We'll go with that. That's the type of stream it's going to be today. Some micro indentations. So I've got some sanding sponges, so I'm going to do that. And I've got some poly filler under the stairs that I've had for about a year, maybe even 2 years, potentially 3. So I'm just going to go around all the little recesses and whatnot, and I'll probably just give it like a 70. Is it a 70-30? I think it is 70-30, right? 70% paint, 30% water. It's called a mist coat. Is that right? Do we have any decorators in the chat? I think that's what I'm going to do, is a mist coat, so then the plastic can actually absorb the moisture. So then when I go to do 2 coats of paint, then it's fine. So it's a total of 3 coats, but the first one is a mist coat. Is that right? And I think for the mist coat, I'm just going to use I've got like a Dulux Perfect White. So what I'll do is I'll do 70% and then 30 water and just literally slap it on everywhere. And then I can do the other bit of painting. So we got that. I was thinking about doing it myself, and then we've got the rendering to do as well. Mist coat. We're fixing a Joy-Con. We are absolutely not. Kurt, were you here last stream? PVA mist coat. Yeah, I don't think I'm not putting PVA in it. But what I'm doing for the render for the garage is I'm scraping away the old paint as much as I can that will come off, and then I'm going to use a PVA mix on that. And I think the PVA mix on that is going to consist of, I don't know if it's just PVA and water or if it's PVA, water and a bit of the plastering sand just to like go over and fill all of the cracks, so that again, when we put the when we put the plastering mix on for the render, that adheres to it and sticks and whatnot as well. Welcome everybody, how are we? Plaster absorbs the moisture as the mist coat. Yeah, that's what the point of a mist coat is apparently, hey? Yeah. 70 water, 30 paint, I would have assumed. Well, I thought it was 30. I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was 70 paint, 30 water as a mist coat. 33% paint, 33% water, 33% flux, 1% JDT skin. Sushi, welcome. How are you? Claw, my guy, welcome. Yeah. 858 heat gun. Yeah, I do actually. It's pretty good. I've done a video on, I don't know if it was that specific heat gun. I can't remember. But I've done one recently. And the video done very well. So I definitely recommend, I can't remember what it's called. Did I call it hot air gun? Yeah. So I've got this done 45k views. It's the 858D. So I'm going to put it in the chat now, actually. Actually, I can't. Go onto my channel, because TikTok will get funny about those things. Go onto my channel and type in hot air. And one of the videos will be 858D. And it's a £40 hot air station for electronic repair. And it is the Yahoo 858D. I've done all of my repairs I'm able to do usually with that hot air gun. For £40. Beth, welcome. How are you? How are you coping in this heat, Beth? Wait, am I right in thinking you're Scotland? If you are, how is it up there? Is it as hot as what I'm thinking it is down here? Is it the same? So, Joey, can I send you all of these RC circuit boards to the big UK so you can solve them and send them to us about working? Unfortunately not, Cam. I don't take on customer repairs. Will, welcome. Your videos are amazing. Thank you very much, Rehan. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Very kind words. Oh, we're starting the stream off positive, guys. Let's go. I love this. I love this. Dry and porous. It will suck the moisture directly out of normal paint. Mist coat is heavily diluted with water. It absorbs. Yeah, supposedly it is 70-30. Mist coat percentage on fresh plaster. Yeah, 70% paint, 30% water. It's a 7 parts to 3. What are you repairing? I'm going to have a look in a second. Scotland, 27 the other day. 13 today, so can't complain. 13? What is it here, man? I'll tell you what it is here. $27. Do you know what the worst part is? It's cloudy, man. It's cloudy, 27 degrees. What? I got in my car. When did I get in the car? Not yesterday, day before, I think it was. Can you guys see that? 40 degrees Celsius at 5 PM. A couple of days ago. I said, nah, it's not for me. I fixed the 3DS, yes, I have, yeah. 11 degrees in Tasmania, Australia. 11, that sounds amazing to me. At what age did you start breaking electronics before you started fixing them? I've always broken them. So, 6 years ago. Akuna, welcome. 35 degrees over here in Germany. Yeah, different heat in the UK. Different heat. We ain't built for it, man. We are not built for hot weather, chat. You won't understand until you come here and it's hot. Yeah, exactly. California, USA, guys are built for it, man. Your bodies are adapted. We go from 1 degree to 30 degree We're not used to it. We're not used to it. Our bodies are not used to this ridiculous heat. Plus, the humidity is a joke, and our houses and buildings are not built for it. I got a fly in here as well. Bromo, welcome. Just listening to your last message, my friend. I appreciate you. You, sir, are a legend. Billy, welcome. How are you? It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. Yeah. Queensland. Our buildings are suffering too. Have a shower, walk out of shower and get... Yeah, it's horrible. I don't understand how that works. You've hit the nail on the head there. After gym, I come home. Eventually my sweat stops. I go in the shower. I come out the shower. I'm sweating. Bodge, welcome. Louisiana, USA. Let's go. AFib caused by... if you're already... Thank you, everyone. Corn, I hope everything goes as well as it possibly can, my friend. Sorry to hear. 3 to 5 times a day. Jeez. Showering that much. All good, Del Boy. How are you? Just deal with it. Yeah, I am going to invest in AC myself. Yep. Respawn, welcome. How are you? Yep. I do. Yep. I shower in sweat. I do. I'm sorry. For those who want that mental image. Oh, I've just walked out of my room and it is unbearable. So I would not be a true Brit if I didn't moan about the heat. Do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see right now how hot it is? I know Bodge will love this. Do you guys want to see how hot it is? Yes or no? Do you guys want to see how hot it is? Yeah, so I've spent about £800 on portable AC units and I'm just done with them. I should be able to sell them and get kind of what I paid for, if not even maybe potentially profit with them. But I'm going to swap them out for home AC because I feel like it needs to happen. You guys ready? Let me show you. How does that look actually? If I do that. Okay, cool. Right, you ready? Let me show you something. Oh no, she's gone. Where have you gone? Are you in here? Ah, she probably went downstairs. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been really cool. Not, I mean, it's not going to be cool. It was just going to be my cat. My cat likes to splay herself on her back, you know? That's what she's been doing a lot of recently. She's been splaying herself a lot on her back because it is very hot. So I'll walk around the house and the cat will just be like on back like this. That's what my cat's doing. I don't know. What's strange? Do you know what's strange? I don't know if this is a normal thing because I used to have a cat and she definitely didn't. I mean, my cat when I was young did not like me touching her at all. But one of the cats I've got now, not both of them, one of them, the female cat, she loves a belly rub. I'm able to like stroke her belly. I don't know if that's normal, but she on her back a lot. My old cat used to hate that. Right. Getting my first item, chat. Wish me luck. As long as I don't melt like an absolute snowman up in the loft. That is definitely going to happen. Oh, do you guys want to see something? One in the chat if you want to see something. Who doesn't want to see something? Oh, I don't fancy another Series S, to be fair. Let's grab a Switch Lite. Yeah. Whoopa, and drop it. Let's grab a Switch Lite. Why not? Why not grab a Switch Lite? Oh, how much did I pay for this? So I actually printed out the price list that I paid for these. So that's a blue turquoise Switch Lite. Chat, remember this for me, please. Switch Lite blue. 27. Paid 27 for this bad boy. It's not bad. Saying that, I'll probably get 60, I reckon. After eBay fees, 55. Guys, please remember 27 before I forget. Because I'll almost probably instantly forget. One in the chat if you want to see something. It's good. It's good. Let me put you on this camera. Let's go a bit wider. Ready? Who knows what these are? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, don't drop them. That is very, I'd say, very fitting with the brand. Actually, I've just dropped one. I think we can all agree. Nice. So part of being an LTT affiliate is that sometimes you get some free stuffs, depending on how well you do, which is awesome. An awesome incentive. Exclamation mark LTT. I've got a transparent screwdriver. I've got a ratcheting bit of ratchet, and oh, this one's upside down. So I can't remember what I ordered. These are the big ones. I'm gonna give 2 of them away. Now I'm going to open them quick because I just want to make sure that they're all good before I actually give them away. I have no doubts that they are, but for funsies, I want to see what they're actually like. But I thought that's how we could start today's stream. So I've got the transparent one. These are all just LTT ones, but I don't know. I can't remember what I actually what I asked for. That one looks like a really cool one. That's transparent, so I'm going to leave that for a sec. I'll go with this one. I'll be very careful to open it if I'm giving it away. Wow. Now, I'll be honest. I very rarely build PCs and have like a massive need for these drivers, right? Oh, wow. So it stops. Okay, so it stops in the middle. That is cool. You guys hear that? It's my precision one, but bigger. Look at that. That's cool. Yo! Woot's coming in with a prime for 5 months. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I got the LTT one when they first got released and use it for everything. It's great quality. Just not sure it's worth the extra money compared to the competitors. Okay. Use it on consoles if you don't use an electric one. I hardly use it. Yeah, it will be UK only. I mean, that's really satisfying. And it kind of, I like how this is, I don't know if the term is riveted. I have no idea. But I like that I could just use that as well if I wanted to. But it's huge, hey? Look at that. It's got a wait a minute. Whoa. So it's got a lifetime warranty, hey? Additional bit sets. So what bits did we get? Ratchet, gotcha. Thanks, guys. I'm not a screwdriver connoisseur. I am in the sense that I use it, you know, every single day, pretty much. Look at that. Does it sit in like a hole? Oh, okay, fine. So these can just wiggle about. What would be cool is if they had some bit of, I don't know how much, like, how that would be to, like, manufacture, but what I'm looking at here is, like, you know, you've got the bits and they can just all kind of fall about, I guess. And go like that. It would be cool if they had, like, little bits of cardboard that you could slot the bits into. You know what I mean? And then that way, this wouldn't happen where you're trying to put it in. But I'll tell you one thing. These bits feel really... Oh, you put them on the handle, do you? What, all of them? Wait. One. Can you put all of them in? That felt good. That feels nice. Oh, you can, by the looks of it. Oh, wow. Oh, you got a magnet as well. I like that. That's cool. These bits feel really good. And I'm guessing the way you're meant to put them is with the name of them facing outwards, eh? H4. Here we go. Good old H4. Where's my T's? My T's, my T's. Oh, we don't have T's in here. So you can buy a T bit set. I guess, again, for this sort of screwdriver, you're probably looking at using it for Allen key stuff and Phillips. And what's the other one? The minus sign? Anybody know? That's a Phillips head 2. That's a big boy. That's a Phillips head 1. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because I doubt, I mean, no, I'll keep them in here. I'll keep them in here. I was going to take them out and just put the Phillips ones in because that's probably what I'm going to use this for. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to organize it so that the Phillips ones are on top. So I instantly know that I can take a Phillips out to be quick time. That's a square 2. Guys, square 2 is just... I like the design on this, man. They have thought about a lot of how it goes, hey? Square 2 is just Allen key, right? Fact or fiction? I mean, they've had a lot of success with this screwdriver, let's put it that way, haven't they? So, nice. Because it's bigger, I don't know what it is, man. I prefer, like, this is, you know, nothing beats this. Nothing beats this, man. I can't believe how much spin this thing still has after all this time. Yeah? But this feels, I'd say that this feels more premium than the bigger one because I'm assuming they had to, I know it's expensive, but they would have had to save cost in some places if they've gone, you know, really expensive on the mechanical side of things. But, yeah, it's nice. I really like it. Is it a minus? What's it called? SL? What's it SL, man? Slot? Is that what SL stands for? Does anyone know what the minus sign is on a screwdriver? Slot? Something like that. Can I put the magnet in here? Oh, the magnet's not labelled. Interesting. Can I still do it with the magnet and have no interference and no issues? Yeah. What's SL? This is SL6. Slotted. Ah, yeah. Slot. Yeah. Nice. So I'll probably keep one of the orange ones, and I think I'm going to keep the see-through one. I'm going to see which other ones I have, because I can't remember what I put an order in for, if I'm honest. But how cool is that? I have been asked, actually, to get the... Does it fit every single one? I have been asked to get the order numbers from the people who purchased one through my link, and then they will accredit that to me. So I don't know if anyone's here that it didn't count for. But if you did buy one, remember the other day... Oh, that's a Phillips head. It's just a really small one. So let me put that next to the other Phillips. In order. Then please let me know what your order number was, but don't do it in chat. Just send me like a Discord message or something. That'll be much appreciated. I don't know if people have received their drivers yet, so it'll be good to know. There we go. We are fully suited and booted. Look at that. Lord glove. And do you know what? Just for the funsies, a PH1. Phillips 1 is going straight in my basket. Does anybody have any experience with these to know what their head is like? Like the heads of the screws, are they good? Feels really nice. Unscrew. Screw. I can't wait to build my first PC using this. How's it smell? Like metal. Metal shaft. Plastic smells like fresh plastic. Yeah, that's right. Nice. Cool. Well, thank you, LTT, for sending me out these. I appreciate you. And then, so I'm going to put that there. That's going to be my one. And I'll just keep this somewhere very handy, which is going to be... Oh, does it fit in there? Barely. I'll put it in there. That's okay. It's more chunky. I'll put it in here. I'm looking forward to that. Because sometimes I'm like, when I'm doing bits around the house, I'm always looking for a bigger one. You know what I mean? So this is now just going to be my go-to sort of situation for any big needs. If I had that for my PC stuff, it would have been so good, man. You know, when I was sorting my PC out? And I was saying I wish I had an LTT one. Okay. So, then I've got the transparent one. I'm not going to, you know, put the bits in all of these, by the way. I just want to have a quick look and see what the situation to the nation is. So look at this one. Whoa. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I feel like I have to keep this. I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't keep this. This one looks really cool. In fact, I might use this one instead of the other one. That's really cool. Hey? Look at that. See all your bits. See the mechanism, how it works. You know? That feels really smooth. It feels really smooth. Yeah, I have to keep that. 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 I have to keep it. I kind of like how the packaging is quite minimalistic as well. I mean, it is a screwdriver at the end of the day. Right, those two are mine. That means these ones, I don't know how I'm going to give these away. Probably just in Discord. Wait, what colour is this one? Oh. See, I actually like that one. I actually prefer the all black over the orange and black. What to do? Okay. And I think this is just... Oh, wait, this might be a orange and black one here. But then do I keep the... I don't know which one to keep, man. Which one do I keep? I think this is just an ordinary one. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we got two ordinaries, and then we got the black one, and then we got the transparent. I think... Oh, the transparent's really cool, but I like the black one as well. I'm not too sure. Just stay tuned. Yeah, I'll definitely... do I keep the... I'm just trying to weigh up, like, whether I keep the transparent black, the transparent one, or the black one, or an orange and black one. Basically, I don't know which one I'm going to keep. Or sorry, what two I'm going to keep. I have no idea. I think I really like the black one, and then it's choosing between original LTT colors or the transparent, because I really like that black one. I don't know why. It just it's taken to me. You know, it's called me. It's called me. Where do you get faulty electronics from? eBay mostly, my friends. eBay. But as of recent, I have established a connection with a seller, a big seller, where I get majority of my things from. Mostly eBay. Yeah, mostly eBay. Welcome, guys. Welcome. The gloves are on. You know what that means. It's time to get busy. Didn't think it was live today and Sunday, or that next week and afternoon. Welcome, Tristan. Yeah, I'm live today. I might be live Saturday, but I'm not sure yet, because I'm working Saturday, but I think I'm going to do some decorating. But I'm live today. I'm not live on Sunday, and then I'm off for the week. So the next time I will be live will be the following Sunday. And Do you guys want a fun fact? Sunday the 7th. You best believe we're on the front page of Twitch. They've changed their rules, though. I don't know how I feel about this. So we're on the front page of Twitch on Sunday. I'm not allowed to multi-stream. So because I've got promotion on Twitch, I can't stream on YouTube on that Sunday.
Joey, garage looking sick. When can I move in?
Who was that? Tom, thank you very much for the $2, the £2 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Overway, welcome. Can't do YouTube. Yeah. Had the same thing with a few big channels on my foot. Yeah, it's interesting. So I've got the promo, but it's the first time. So any other time that I've streamed and got a place on the front page on Twitch, I've been okay to multi-stream, but I now can't do that. So on that Sunday, I will be streaming only to Twitch. I'm not a big fan of it, being honest, but sometimes you have to play the game. You know what I mean? Because the advertisement on the front page is really, really cool. And it's not an opportunity that comes around a lot and you have to apply for it. And I got rejected last time. So I'm just a little bit bummed that I'm not allowed to multi-stream. I don't get it, because they honoured the multi-streaming aspect, even when being promoted on the front page. And now it's the first time that I've had it. So I got rejected last time, but now I'm seeing a change. And I think I've been front page maybe 5 times, chat. 4 or 5 times, as in like a planned front page slot. I want to say 4 or 5 times. And every single time I applied, I got accepted. And then the most recent one, which was, I think, 2 months ago, I got rejected. And then I've applied for it again and got accepted for the 7th. But this is the first time I've not been able to multi-stream. So I don't know what policies and procedures they're going through at the moment. But I feel like there's maybe a few changes internally that they're trying to sort. How are you, Overway, by the way? Is Twitch a better revenue stream for you? Yes. Yeah, Twitch is, in terms of live streaming specifically, Twitch is my bread and butter. Twitch is my bread and butter because of the hype trains and because of the generosity of the community on Twitch. Not saying that the YouTube community is not generous by any means, but I feel like there is more incentive for users to gift subs, bits, all of those things on Twitch than there is on YouTube. Whilst I understand you're saying there's your answer, Tiny, I completely appreciate that take on it. But for me, I like users being able to watch where they want. Do you know what I mean? I like users being able to, because that's where people are comfortable watching. Gary Neville? Chad, do I look like Gary Neville? Better than or worse? Never seen Joey live. Joe Waller, welcome. All right. Here we go. Guys, how's audio? Is audio okay? Here we go. Guys, how's audio? Is audio okay? Better to donate and engage on Twitch for me. Yeah, it's the thing, isn't it? It's where people, where people feel comfortable watching is where I want people to watch. You know what I mean? Ace, welcome, buddy. How are you? Funky music. It's all right. We can turn it down a bit now anyway, because we're getting into the realms of fixing. Right, Nintendo Switch Lite. Let's go. Switch Lite. There we go. Loud and clear. Just send you the voucher. Oh, thank you, Bromo. I appreciate that. Is that like a time limit on that or anything like that? Expiry date? Just because I obviously want to make sure that what I'm looking at. Also, not sure if I'm gonna get anything yet, but I will. I'll speak with the boss, if you know what I mean, and we'll have a butcher's. I like the idea of the thing as well that you mentioned about the subscription stuff. I like that. No timing that I know of. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Loud and clear. Yeah, not too bad. How's your day? My day's going great, thank you. Twitch is more interactive. I think every platform has its own benefits, you know. Right, then. Where are... Hello? Where? Oh, there you are. Right, Roy's not here, is he? 'Cause I say Roy's not here, and I haven't heard him say anything. But the thing is about Roy, he'll be lurking. He's a master lurker. So as soon as I say, I hope Roy's not here, because I'm going to start doing the thumbnail situation, he'll go, yes, I'm here, Joey. As always. He's here. I thought so. Mudkip. Axolotl. Where have I heard Axolotl? What game was I playing where it's talking about Axolotl? Wait, is Axolotl a new champ on League? Or am I tripping? Okay, here we go. Chill out, Roy. I know Mudkip's a Pokemon, but I thought Axolotl was like, oh no, I'm thinking of old school RuneScape. I'm thinking of a boss in old school RuneScape called Amoxicatl. Anyway. Chill out, Roy. Chill out. Chill out. £27 for a faulty Nintendo Switch Lite. What's the issue? No power, of course. The fact that it comes boxed makes me happy. Do you know why? Top.
Fun fact, axolotls can regrow limbs and organs.
I think that's what the old school RuneScape boss can do. I don't know. Thank you for that information. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Tom again with another £2 for your super chat. Thank you, my friend. Hello. Whoa. As soon as I go start doing the intro, you guys are all up it. Jabberman coming in with a parade. 8 months in a row. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, thumbnail. Yep. Okay, are we ready? The fact that it comes in a box is something that I prefer purely on a lazy perspective, because I would like to literally button this up and sell it in this box. And all I have to do, for that matter, I'll get into the fault in a second, I promise, is wrap it with this and then ship it, put a label, it's all good. So no need to get any boxes or anything like that. Just from a laziness perspective, I really like this. So £27 for this. Don't know what I'll be able to get if I'm able to fix it, that is. Probably around about 60 quid. So I'm more than doubling my money. After eBay fees, probably about doubling my money. So let's have a look, shall we? And see what's going on. Please be okay condition. Please. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Wait. From Japan? What on earth has happened to this poor joystick? I've never seen one. I've never seen one like that. I've never seen one like that. They've usually, like, you get rid of the middle bit, but this one has had such, like, how were they must have been playing it like this. They must have been playing it like this around, and they've just worn away the white pad. I don't understand how it's got like that, you know. This one, understandable, because they all just come off, right? Eventually, the joysticks just come off, the rubber on them. But this one, it's gone like all the way around. Can you see? How strange. Yeah, it's a very, very used Switch. You're right. Well used, yeah. Well used. Well loved, you know? Ah, thank you, Devils. I appreciate that. Long-time TikTok follower. Thank you. Okay, I see a very, very, very subtle scratch mark on the screen, but is that subtle or am I being deceived? Oh, okay. All right. I see maybe 3, like a Wolverine situation to the nation here. We've got like a Wolverine three scratches just here on the center of the screen. We've got a little bit of a scuff mark up here. I might be able to No, I'm not going to be able to get that one out. But these ones, we got 1, 2, 3 main ones here. Overall, you know, what would I rate this? Oh, wow. Okay, right. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Devils coming in with a prime has now also triggered a hype train. Thank you so much, Devils. I appreciate that. Hype train. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very, very kind. Appreciate you. A level 1 hype train in the building. 4 minutes 40 on the clock. 62%. Thank you. What I will say about this. Can you see the outline? Of these are hand marks, sweat marks. This was a very, very loved Nintendo Switch Lite. I can tell you that now. Let me put it at this angle. Can you see how they've almost... I think they slept with this Switch. Like under their pillow. Because they have used this so much. Because this is clean. This is not. So like they've held it. I don't know if that's the right way. No, it's going to be like this. So they've had these fingers like this. And they have... Or like this. And they have just like played a lot on this Nintendo Switch Lite. I wish you could see playtime hours. Or like however long you've had it for. That would be pretty cool. But this Nintendo Switch has received a lot of love. So I think first things first. Good job I got gloves on. People ask me why I wear gloves. That's one of them. What I'll do is I'll just quickly get some IPA. Just put it on the back and give it a generic wipe. Just to kill any potential live germs that this thing has on. I don't think it's going to have any live germs, mind you. I also don't think, I mean, from a selling perspective, who's going to buy that? If I take pictures and try and sell this, you know, it's going to include this. So I don't think people are going to buy this. The front chassis is okay because there isn't any of those like grubby marks, but other than the screen, which I can easily wipe down. But on the back here, can you see? I don't think people are going to pay for this. So I might have to see if I've got just a replacement back shell. Not a front one, but just a replacement back shell before I go to sell. Anyway, should we see what's going on? I say Pokemon. Yeah, I feel like a Pokemon situation would be. What's in it as well. One thing I will ask as well, is there anything I need to really be aware of in the sense of like Japanese, like a Japanese console? Does it work pretty much the same? I just changed the language. Is that all, you know? Anybody know? Said it's region locked. No, I don't think they're region locked. I think we've kind of moved past the days of region lock. I feel like we've moved past the days of region lock, if I'm honest with you. I've got multimeter and I've got USB-C and meter. Still the same console. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just didn't know if there was like, I wouldn't be able to play games or whatever. Switch 1 is region free. Switch 2 has a cheaper Japan only Switch 2 version. Switch 2 or are we talking light? I thought some Japanese consoles are region locked and only Japanese. I thought worldwide was all the same region. Oh, okay, fine. Let's have a look. Bought my OLED from another country. Oh, okay, Beth. Nice. The R and the L feel okay, actually, in honesty. Feel maybe a tiny bit spongy, but I'm getting, you know, clicks. The Sooner, thank you very much for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Nearly a level 2 hype train. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to inspect the port under a microscope to see what's going on. The question is then, so this is from Japan, a Japanese Nintendo Switch Lite. That's pretty cool. I've never worked on a Japanese Nintendo Switch Lite. I can't imagine them being any different, to be fair. One minute left on the hype train, guys. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate it. Where am I? Bromo coming in with 100 bits. Thank you, Bromo. You don't have to do that, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Taking us to level 2 hype train. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me just check the port. Let's have a butcher's shower. Oh, okay. Whoa. Devil's coming in with a 1,000. What? Devil's coming in with a 1,000 bits. That's the equivalent of $10, my guy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You would have most likely paid $14, $15 for that, and that's to me, that's $10. So thank you. I appreciate that, Devils. That's very, very kind. Thank you, sir. Taking us to a level 55. Sorry, level 55. 55% on a level 2. Thank you, my friend. Ace, thank you for all the gems and stuff as well on the old TikTok, mate. I appreciate you. This port has seen better days. Look at that. Now, I have to be careful here because I don't know if... like, has this port melted? It looks like it's been chewed, you know? It looks like it's been chewed. The thing is, we could have had some crossing pins here. I mean, they're not crossed now, but they could have touched at some point and caused a short on one of the rails, but we shall investigate. I think the ground pin right at the end is gone, is missing. So let's take this apart and see what damage we've got. Hopefully, just a port. Bad case would be port M92T36 in terms of cost. Really bad case would be CPU, Gonzo, see you later. So we have 3 options. Chances of it being a BQ, very slim. Still possible. Let's take it apart. I'm not going to plug in, usually what I would do is plug in my ammeter, which you can see in the top right hand corner, but I'm not going to do that because of how badly damaged the port is. Don't want to make anything worse. So I'll disable those for the time being. Let's get this open. Oh, guys, I got this fancy little template thing that is amazing that somebody gave to me a while ago. Michael, PT. Are you a PT, Michael? Welcome. Was that a tier 1 I saw as well? Was it a tier 1? Thank you very much for the tier 1. It's very kind of you. That's a paid monthly sub. Thank you, my guy. Thank you for the support. That means a lot. Michael PT. Sorry, it's TP. Oh, no. Oh, I got that wrong. Thank you. If I do this, look, now. So it's a little template. It's just foam that you can put this on. And then that way, when you're taking the device apart, it doesn't like rock about. It's really cool. Devils again with 366 bits. Very specific. Thank you very much for the 366, Devils. Taking us to a level 3 hype train. What's going on today? A level 3 hype train. We've only been live for 40 minutes or so. 48 minutes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Last bits. Thank you, Devils. I appreciate that. Didn't have to do that. 2 screws at the bottom. I will say, one good thing that looks to be with this Nintendo Switch is that I don't think it's been opened before, judging by how easy these screws are coming out. Yeah, I don't think it's been opened before. Would be my guess. Let's take the back off. Level 3 hype train, guys. Thank you so much. Where art thou? iFixit opening tool. I don't think we're going to need it. It's just going to be a nice to have. There it is. Dropping tweezers on the floor as I speak. Nice. iFixit is the best. Yeah, iFixit have some great tools, man. iFixit have some great tools. Okay, not bad. Not bad condition, to be honest. Inside, how are we looking? Straight off the rip. Oh, I do see a little bit of a dent here. Can you see that? Might have taken a drop at some point. Doesn't look like anything fatal, but just stuff to bear in mind. The metal housing is a little bit bent. These are like little investor... What do you call it, guys? What's his name? Inspector Gadget sort of stuff, you know? You kind of just try and get used to these things. For Thunder...
Yay for Thunderstorm.
Tick, thank you very much for the Prime for 5 months in a row. Thank you. Good for electronic repair techs, I guess, yeah. Mark, just watched the garage video, looking great. Thank you very much. One in the chat if you've seen the garage video from yesterday, guys. Joe's inspired me. Thank you very much, Alex. That means a lot. Ultimately, you've inspired yourself, you know? Yo, Canadian Surfer coming in with a prime as well. Guys, what's going on? This is mental. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Slap my face. Thank you very much for the tier 1. I appreciate you. That's very, very kind. Thank you. Okay, guys, what's happening? This is our first hype train of the stream. What's happening? We're on a level 3 at 98%. Joe coming in with a gifted sub to Dan Bolton. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate you. That's 10 gifted subs now, Joe. Thank you. Don't have to do it, mate. Thank you so much. It's incredibly kind. Like I say all the time, guys, this is not a necessity. This for me is just bonus, you know? Funds I use to pay off my mortgage and do other silly, sensible stuff. Right. We don't have any liquid damage, which is really nice to see. And like we said, we're going to inspect the port fully. M92T36, which is the power management IC, is actually on the back of this board. So we need to take it out regardless because there is a heavy chance that chip is probably shorted. Not the... Ding, ding, ding. We have a bonus. Look at that. Right. Who is going to guess what the game is? If it's Minecraft, I promise you I'll throw it out my window. If it's Minecraft, it will go out the window. 20 seconds on the hype train. Level 3, guys, 98%. Thank you very much. Take a guess at what you think this game is going to be. Wait a minute. Sharp Dressed Penguin, you just subscribed for 6 months in advance. Is that correct? Did you just pay up front for 6 months worth of tier 1 support for JDT? Did you? That's incredible. You've invested 6 months into me. Thank you. I really appreciate you. That's very kind. Thank you. Much appreciated. Taking us up to a level 4 hype train as well. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. Those who said. Gonna have to find it now. Oh gosh. Did anybody see where that went? It made quite like a ting noise, didn't it? Found it. Too busy laughing. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you. Rigged. Yep. Guys, thank you very much for the hype train. Level 4, 24%, 2 minutes on the clock. Thank you. All right, let's continue taking this apart. I don't repair SATA drives. No, unfortunately not. I think safe to say as well, this hasn't been opened before, which makes me extremely happy. Let's just appreciate that, shall we? For a second. Oh yeah, is it an English version of Minecraft? That's a very good point. I don't want to rip this. Let me just... Because it's very hot here in the UK at the moment, so I wonder if I can just slowly... Yes! Look at that! It's the first time I've ever done that, by the way, because that's how hot it is here. Not something I should necessarily be proud of. Says you're up on it. Oh, okay, fine. So maybe somebody who's Japanese living in England got Minecraft for it. Oh, thank you, Broke. I appreciate that. Yeah, my work is mainly content creation. Minecraft rare. What is... dare I ask, what is rare Minecraft? Oh... That's the first time I've ever seen like thermal paste probably a little bit used. This switch light has had a lot of use, I'll tell you that now. This switch light has had a lot of use, man. This was loved. This was really, really loved. Listen. How much of a data breach is it? How much of a data breach is it? Let me ask this. How much of a data breach is it if I fix this, found the name of the person that owned it, and then reached out to him to say, would you like it back? Would that be a big data risk, do we think? Or fair? I wonder what the IPO would say about that. That'd be pretty cool, though. Because, again, I can see how loved this was, you know? That, do you know what, right? Do you know what? Hold on, I just had a light bulb pop off. This is where my content head goes, right? Imagine I start a series about that. I don't know why I think of series on YouTube all the time, but I mean, just like finding devices, fixing them from this supplier, they've given me all this stuff, and then tracking down the owner to give them back their beloved device. That'd be pretty cool. Guys, thank you very much for the hype train. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind. Do not open the clasps now. I don't think they'd be too happy that I threw their Minecraft game. I would say that. Mate, I'll edit that bit out. Oh, gosh. Love from Japan? Kashura! This device is from Japan! This Switch Lite is from Japan. Maybe you can translate. Tell me how to get back onto English. Where's my doohickey device? I've still got my mate's hat up here. This is what I want. There's two screws on a Switch Lite. I just want to see if they are the same size or not. Where's 0? Right, this is 0 here. 0. Okay. Screw 1. Because there's two separate... I've got two separate screws here, and just by eye, they look different sizes. How do I even... Wait. How do I use this? $3.10 mil. Okay, remember. 3.10. 3.06. Could be just off. Yeah, 3.12. Okay, maybe they are all the same size. 3.1. What is, wait, how big are the gold ones? 4.6. Wow. I guess 3.5 and 3? Is that right? I guess 3.5 and 3. Thank you, by the way. What was that? How rude of me. That was a EKS coming in with a prime for 9 months. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They just look different sizes to my eye. But I must be wrong. I must be wrong. How are you, EKS, mate? Are you okay? Jonathan, welcome. Yeah, this thermal pasta was used. And these devices don't usually show much signs of heat, so that's incredible. Take off the speaker. Fancy £10 off when you spend £15 at KFC? Well, I got a chat. Do you want to know my biggest flex? I've not had a Domino's for 4 weeks on Sunday. Driving me mad. I'm on 1,800 calorie days at the moment. 1,800. Trust me, I'm a craving. I'm a craving. Right, here we have our M92T36 chip. Can you see that? Is that water damage or is that? No, I think that's just some sort of... I don't know. I'm just talking about here, by the way. Can you see here? I think it's thermal pasta. We've got the port. Port looks okay that side. Definitely looks okay this side. Yeah, still needs changing, but worth having a butcher's. Now we're going to investigate the M92T36. Wait, did I not set up the multimeter? I didn't. I opened the program, but I didn't actually set it up. Imagine. Over in the States, we get a Pizza Hut made with cauliflower crust, and it's surprisingly not bad at all. 12, I don't want you to ever talk about that again. I'll be honest with you. I can't believe you just said that. Oh, I do have a local pizza shop. That local pizza shop has made thousands out of me. Don't worry. Guys, pizza is everything to me. Pizza is everything. Oh, bro, I don't know if you're still here. You asked me about my hydration. Are you still here? Don't get me talking about dough, because I could be here all afternoon. All afternoon. Pizza is life. Garbage knows this. You should try making your own pizza with Degato. I've done a stream recently for 100k subscribers on YouTube of me making pizza on stream. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it. I'm a pizza eating machine, but my wife is on the journey, and anytime I crave it, she goes with that. I love that talk. Garage pizza stream. Guys, I'm going to have a shack for my pizza oven. So anytime I stream and I fancy a pizza, guess what? I'm making a pizza. Do you understand? In my garage. That's what's going to happen. I miss pizza so much. I know. Oh. Anyway. The timing. Grouchy Smurf. Whoa, 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 whoa. Another person. Hold on. Another person who subscribed for 6 months in advance? What's going on? Are you guys serial? Grouchy, you just subscribed 6 months in a row? In advance? What's happening? Why? Why? I'm telling you, chat, I don't think, like, if Domino's were to come through with a sponsor, I know it's bad food. When I say bad food, in moderation. It's processed, obviously. But listen, you have to have a treat in your life occasionally. You have to. I will know I've made it in life if that conversation is ever talking about. If I ever have a conversation with Domino's and there is a potential there for some sort of sponsorship, whether that be on stream or whatever, listen, I would have made it in life because that runs deep in me. You know, sometimes people have values and ambitions in life. One of mine would be working with a pizza brand, and a very big pizza brand at that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do Papa John's. I couldn't do Pizza Hut. I couldn't. Because I can't vouch for them. Domino's? Guys, I'm saying tens of thousands I've spent in Domino's. I must have. In my life, tens of thousands. It's all about moderation. One pizza every couple of weeks, or one a week, or, you know, one a day. It's all moderation. I'm actually I originate from a small island called Malta, which is south of Italy. So maybe there's something there. Maybe. Anyway, I'm going to measure M92T36 because this is our power management IC. And what I'm expecting to see here, potentially, is a short. So if I put my black probe on ground and my red probe, I'm just going to go straight to the CPU cap. That is fine. So you see how we got 585 ohms just up here somewhere on the left. So I have 585 ohms here. That's really, really good. The other side of this cap is going to be ground because we're in continuity mode. If I touch my probes together, we have a continuous path. Hold the line. I have never, ever seen a super sticker this big. DJ Crazy coming in with a super sticker of $50. What? Thank you so much. That's incredibly kind. That's unbelievable. Thank you very much. 50? Unbelievable. Whoa.
Lover Workshop build. Let's
Ah, thank you. Sisters coming in. Thank you very much for the Prime for 14 months, by the way. Crazy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Wow. 50 doll hairs? Crazy. And the Prime as well. Thank you, guys. It's very kind. No, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No way. No, 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 no. Guys, what's going on? I need to get some work done. Do you know why? This is my last stream for a week. Or Saturday might be. But either way, I'm going to be off for a week very soon. And you just come in with double, back-to-back, the 50 stickers. That's $100 in stickers. What's going on? No. No, 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 no. I'm going to leave in a minute. I'm seriously going to walk out. I will. This is a joke. What's going on? That's 150. What's happening? It must be a glitch. It's mine. No, it's a glitch. 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 Yeah, 70% is to me. And then I think it's... I want to say 30% is... Hold on. No. No. What? Wait a sec. DJ, what's going on? Have you said a word? DJ, have you said a word? Or are you just coming in with the 50s and what's happening? That's $250. 70% to me, 30% to the old YouTubers. But whoa. What's happening? DJ Crazy. Are you crazy? You haven't said a word. I can't see anything. I'm looking in chat. I'm looking in chat to see what you're saying. You ain't saying nothing. You haven't said it. How much is that? What? What's going on? Wait a minute. 50, 50, 50, 150, 250. It's broken. 350? $350? What's going on, DJ? Why? What's happening? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't know what to say. I haven't seen a single message. I'm looking at the chat to see if there's a message somewhere about what's going on. What's happening? That with a gifted membership as well. Thank you so much. Yeah. Greg said maybe Domino's CEO. Maybe it's a Domino's rep who's like, yeah, thank you for the shout out. Wow. Thank you so much, Crazy, for the gifted membership as well. Who got that? Will got the membership. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'd like to see some just some conversation, man. I get that maybe that might not be the case, and I completely appreciate that sometimes it's just, you know, I don't know if it's a way of saying thank you. I have no idea, but thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's very, 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 very kind. Meanwhile, TikTok is just bots. Having to block a load of accounts. 2 secs. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just looking for a message to see what's going on, because you don't just do like $350 plus a gifted sub and no message. Like, I don't know why. I have no idea. Like I said, this is a complete bonus for me. Like, not all TikTok, by the way. Just this. There's another one. Look, it's just all they're just spamming up. I'm a little bit lost for what. Okay. Guys. Man, what's going on? I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Rate the t-shirt out of 10, by the way, chat. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted from EKS. You are a legend. Thank you. I don't have any words for what's happening. Sharp dressed penguin with 5
Just
gifted.
teeing you off in a good manner, my friend.
EKS, thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs, which is absolutely insane. To MMP, Dave, Menthor, Doodle, Baba, Smith, Damien, Pom, Kit, and Kush. Thank you.
I'm just crackers about cheese.
Sharp, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. To Arctic Brain, Gink, Cooley, and Original. Thank you so much. Sushi coming in with 100 bits, thank you. HD, 27 months in a row, my guy. How are you? Thank you. EKS with 100 bits, thank you. Crackers about cheese. It's a kid. Oh, don't say that. Is it actually? Okay. Right. Let me just check something quick. I don't know if it comes up straight away. Supers. Yeah, it does. You can't refund on studio side. Oh man. I can see the individual transactions, but you can't refund them. What I would say, DJ Crazy. Yeah, he's probably just clicking on stickers with the parents' account. I agree. What I will say, because there's not much that I can do in this scenario, unfortunately, because otherwise I'd just return it. If it was PayPal, for example, and that money came through, you have an option to just refund. What I will say is, number one, DJ Crazy, try not to panic, I guess, because that is a total of $350 plus a membership that you have gifted. I personally, I will only receive, I want to say 70% of that total amount. YouTube will get the other 30%. What I will say is that maybe try and contact your parents, not you. Tell your parents, number one. Tell your parents ASAP, like now, and see if they can charge back the funds. Because I'm assuming then it will get deducted from me. But I'm telling you to do that. I don't think it is legit. I don't think it is legit. Because we've not had any communication either. I haven't had anything come through. So it's probably someone just pressing the super stickers. Exceptions are made for unauthorized charges, fraudulent activity, or accidental purchase made by a child. So it might be worth, contacting YouTube. I don't know if the parents are gonna potentially look at watching this back or whatever, because the streams are also now. I don't have them public, or even in the playlist. So when it's live, and that's it. I'll keep this recording though, just in case anything happens. But just speak to your parents, see if you can get the charge back through the bank. Don't panic about it. Easy for me to say, but tell your parents straight away. How much in pounds did he give you? Well, I don't know. Like I said, it's 70%. So if you're talking $350, what's 70% of $350? 10% is 35. 35 times 7. 3 times 7 is 210. Plus then the 25. I don't know. If we're saying, let's just say $280, convert that into pounds. It was probably around about, I probably ended up with £240. Maybe 230, something like that. Around about 200 quid. Yeah. I know that parents are obviously responsible as well, but it's that thing, like, it can happen. You know what I mean? It can happen. So, anyway. Hopefully they see this. Hopefully he tells his parents and does not touch any more buttons. Right. Should we get back to the repair? Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. So, M92T36. What was I doing? I was checking around it to see if there was a fault. Let me put the black probe on ground. And we checked the CPU cap, didn't we? And that came up with 500 ohms, so we're all good there. Let's check. Whoa! You see, can you guys hear that? It's a 23 ohm short. And on this cap as well. So we got this cap, and this one. Not the trifecta. We don't have the trifecta, unfortunately. So again, this side of these caps is going to be ground. So it will beep because it's 0 ohms. It's a direct path to ground, right? This side, as you can see, 24 ohms, 33 ohms. Hello? I swear someone just opened the door. I don't know what's going on. My leads are showing ground as 5 ohms at the moment, which is just not correct. There we go. Oh, wait, I was going from the port, so maybe the port, because the port's dodgy. Oh, it is ground. Oh, well, that's 10 ohms. What's this? Is this a short to ground? Yeah, that's short to ground. Okay. Because I was going from port. So, yeah, some of these... so, on the face of it, you'd look at it and go, well, the caps are bad, Joe, because they're making a beeping sound. The caps are going into M92T36, and that is where we have our issue. So, as soon as I remove this chip... Saying that, before I do that, I'm going to take the port off. I would put a lot of money on the fact that M92T36 is going to be the fault. But because we have a port with damaged pins on the inside, that could be affecting our reading of M92T36. I think, though, I'll take this port off, and I imagine we're still going to have an issue with M92T36. So let me take the port off first, just to test that theory. Maybe dodgy port causing. Maybe. We're about to find out. Let's put that over there. I need to turn it around as well. Hold on. I'll tell you what, the Hakko holders are very expensive for what they are, but boy do they work. Do you know what I mean? Boy do they work. Right, here we have a port. Switch light surgery. Practically, yeah. Ah, thanks, HD. Keep us informed if the money turns up. It won't be for a month in arrears. So, probably would have forgotten about it at that point. I'll make a note just in case. But like I said, man, imagine being the parents in that situation, especially if you're not necessarily well off, and you find out you're missing $350. Can you imagine? Right. I'm going to go 420 degrees Celsius here, 99% airflow. So I'm going to blast it at 99. I'm just going to take this port off, and then we're going to remeasure M92T36. I'm just moving the heat around here. Whilst I'm here. No, please don't beep at me like that, man. What is going on? I can see if it's tip, actually, because let me take it out, right? It's still beeping at me now. Why is it beeping? What do you mean? S-E. Okay, so putting the tip in doesn't do anything. Relax. I'm just going to try and move the... That's a bad one. So, I know the camera shaking makes it much worse. I know. I'm sorry, guys. 2 secs. Bear with, please. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Is it still going to beep? No, it doesn't. I think it might be holder related somehow. Anyway, let me put it in the holder. Let's grab the flux. I'm going to put a little bit of flux on the board. Let's do it again. Oh, please, man. What? What is it? What? Maybe I should just look for what that code means. When I fiddle around with the handle, it stops. Next time it happens, I'll make a note of the code. So only started doing it the last 2 streams. Just adding a bit of solder to the holes. Clearing any potential bridges we may have. There we go. What? Nothing. I didn't even touch anything. S-E, guys. What does S-E mean? Right there. Tip needs cleaning. No, it's not that. It's not that. And it's capping at 366. I don't know what's going on. Thank you very much for the hats, by the way. I appreciate you. On TikTok. Sensor error. Oh, I've taken the tip out and put it back in. The way to test this properly would be to I'll grab the other JBC tip that I've got and plug that in. I've got a bent tip here for the 115. Put that there. Let me do that. If it is the tip, if it really is the tip, then we'll know, won't we? So let me try a different tip, because maybe it's not the iron's fault and it is the tip. If it's the tip, I'll be annoyed, because that is from the same people that it took me 5 weeks to get the tip. Okay, where was I? Right, let's test M9TT36. Let me take it out. Straight up temp. Okay, bear that in mind. Put it back in the holder. Take it out again. See if I can catch it off guard. Seems to be fine. Put it in. Take it out. It's working every time. Okay. All right. I'll be annoyed if that's the case, because I've had that for like maybe a month, if that. It's £45 tip, by the way. Right. Now we have our port removed. We go to M92T36. Do we still have a short? Yeah. As we thought. So our issue is M92T36 and the port. So what I'll do now is I'll grab my hot air gun. And I'll go to, what are we, 450? Sorry, 420. I think we'll stick at 420. Oh, wait, I need another M92T36, which I'm not too sure if I have. I'm running low on stock of these, to be fair, because I've used quite a few recently. And the thing is, there's rarely a board that I can't fix now, unless it's like CPU or memory, hey? So, therefore, I'm not having many donors available to me. Nope. 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 Yes. Nope. 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 No. Okay, so I found 1 out of maybe 10. Thing is this one okay? Looks OG to me. Cool. Right, so we'll remove this and swap it for the other one. You have to be careful of the orientation again. You can buy the chips online, but I prefer to take them from donor boards. Real JBC tip, yeah. Yeah, S95, yeah. So again, 420 degrees Celsius, 99% airflow. Here we go. I'm going to remove this quickly. See you later. And I'll take the donor. Give it a little bit of a rotation because it's in a different orientation on the normal switchboard. And then just plop this back on. Just in a rough place for now. And then what I'll do is come off the heat. Remove my tweezers. Apply a tiny, tiny, weeny little bit of flux. That's enough. You might be like, Joey, I can't even see it. Wait for it. Watch. See that? Look how much there is now. And we should see this chip just flow into place. There we go. And that's not swapping out the solder. That's using the unleaded on the board. I don't swap it out for leaded. I don't do leaded with unleaded. I literally just use what we already have. And then I'll come through with a microfiber and a brush. Wait for it to cool a sec. Give it a hard scrub. Because at this point the flux will be hot, making it easier to clean. There we go. Well, I can see we have a little blob, blob, blob. So I'll just grab my iron and just tappity tap tap. Like that. And then if I show you that joint, there shouldn't be an issue with it. No issue. Just going to make sure the chip is soldered okay. Yeah, looks fine. Yeah, it's all good. So now, just to confirm, if I measure on those caps, I should have measured when the chip was off, but I didn't. So if I measure here now, our short should technically be gone. There we go. So no beep anymore. We get open line, which is indication of over 1,000 ohms of resistance. If I go this side, we have ground still. See that? It's quite hot at the moment, so that's why we've got 3 ohms worth of resistance. Okay. And now all I need to do is put a port on, and I'm simply just going to try and tin one up and drop it on. That's the plan, Stan. So switch light port. I actually need to make an order of ports. On a switch light, which cap directly goes to the APU? This one right here, my friend. This is our dreaded CPU cap. Now I'm going to check this port because I've had a few in the past where the pins have been bent up. That looks all right. And you question everything when you go to put it on. Is that a switch light? I think so, yeah. That's fine. Those pins are fine. Thank you, Colonel. I appreciate that. Welcome. Guys, by the way, if you're enjoying what you see, hit the follow button. Subscribe on YouTube. Double tap on TikTok. All those good things. Would be much appreciato. Here's our port. I'm just going to grab the quote-unquote good one. And I'll tin it. So what I'll do is I'll just put a little bit of solder and flux on the port here. And I'll go over it with a soldering iron. I'll really lower the temperature here as well. Maybe like 350. So 350 is that, 420, and then 450. Yeah, cool. I think 350 is still quite a lot, to be fair, for tin and a bit of plastic, but here we are. Yeah, I think the tip was knackered, unfortunately. And I really liked that tip. So this is what it will look like now after I've tinned it. See that? Just means that the solder can adhere with the solder on the board. And then I'll keep the 420. Could lower it, but we'll keep 420. And I'll put the airspo, yep. I'll put the airspeed down to about 50% right now. Because sometimes the port can fling off. I'm just going to add some flux. Spread it out. Like that. It's a bit much there, to be fair, so I'll come around and pat that in a second. Just with a cotton swab. Is that rain? Oh, I can smell rain. Oh my gosh, I can smell rain. Lord, the glove above on the dove, thank goodness. Oh, I can breathe. Here we go. Time to install the port. Now I'm going to wait for those pins to turn liquid, as well as the ground legs. The ground holes, sorry. There we go. Fun fact, I'm now going to have to just rotate the heat to make sure that we're all good. Plopping that port on. Coming away. Now we have to make sure it sits properly. That's the whole point here. And if it doesn't, we've got an issue. Okay. Unfortunately, we've got an issue. So I think there's solder in that back leg, which isn't melting for whatever reason. This side, this one here, because I can't push it down. Now, it takes a little bit of experience to know this, but that's not a flat port, and that's going to cause me issues. So I'm just going to quickly remove the port. And unfortunately, which kind of sucks, I'm going to have to wick up whatever's in there. If it doesn't wick up, I'm going to have to solder sucker it. It just adds like unnecessary time, but it's good that you're able to spot these things, because if you don't spot them, and I put that port on, and then I wonder, what am I doing with life? Why am I so bad? Why do I suck? Actually, it's not me. It is the hole. So I'm just going to try and wick up here and see what happens. So I can see like any loose bits of metal or anything in there. Or it might really, honestly, just be stubborn solder. I think there's a bit of metal in there. Okay. So we go for plan B. Who knows what plan B is? Some people really enjoy this, including myself. We say goodnight to this ground leg. So, just, yeah, top tip. If you ever get a leg that's playing you up like that, stop. Chill out. Relax. Take it easy. And blitz it with a solder sucker. This is my solder sucker. It's called Henry. I'm just going to blast this. Wait for it to molten. And I'm going to come in with a pump. Couple of pumps. Make sure we're all clear. You do have to be really, really careful when you're using that, by the way. Really, really careful. Because you can knock components off. Come in with a little bit of flux again. I'm just going to add some solder now. Okay. And now, I'll use the same port just to show you. There's not that much solder on these pads here now. So again, I'll just come in real quick. I'll use the same port just to show you that it was that. If I look at the port, just checking that. Yeah, everything else seems to be okay. As far as I'm aware. Now, if this doesn't work, I'll have to reinvestigate what's going on. But I feel like sometimes that can happen. And it could be because there's a little bit of the leg stuck in the port from when you take the old one off. But it can catch a lot of people out and you think you're just bad at what you do. It's not the case. Sometimes it genuinely isn't you. All right. Let's go again. Here we go. There's every chance I could be wrong here, by the way. So you might see me eat my words. Which happens probably at least once a stream. There could be something else causing this to not go down properly. Okay, here we go. So it's stuck up in the back corner again, just here. But what we have to remember is that there's now actually solder on the port. So I have to wait a couple of seconds for the port to heat up, and then I should be able to tap it in. Now, are those pins touching? Yeah, they are. And the port's flat. Can you see? See that? And then I'm just going to hold down here. Come off the heat. Wait for that to solidify. There we go. Really, really quickly whilst the port's hot. Just a OCD tidy. Not a must in any way, shape or form, but it just kind of makes it look a little bit prettier. But yeah, I think, judging by how well that went, I do believe it was something like stuck in the stuck in that hole. I will check though. As always, I could be wrong. Still. Yo, Stefan, hello, my friend.
Cool check mark.
How are you, mate? Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Coming in for 29 months. Thank you, sir. Right, let's check these pins. That's going to be our safest way. Let's make sure the port's flat and to just look at it from this angle. Yeah. Can you see now how that's so much more flat than what it previously was? There is still a little bit of what you'll see on the metal. Can you see on the... I'm going to call them the wings, right? I'm just making that term up now. Can you see how we got the wings? There's that little bit of up here. We'll screw that down. The reason why that is because not every single port is factory perfect. So the metal comes up a little bit on each side compared to where the plastic is. Because this bit is plastic here. And then you've got the metal legs attached to, or embedded, should I say, in the plastic, which then connects to the plastic at the front, as well as the other metal connections. And so you have like a shielding over the top here. And this shielding can sometimes just be bent a little bit, so it's not perfectly in line with the PCB, but we'll put screws there anyway. And then we've got the pins themselves are nice and soldered to the board, it looks like, but sometimes it can be deceiving, so I'm just going to double check, especially given the situation with this specific port. Hello, Nacho, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in with a Prime subscription, my friend. Thank you. So I'm just going to dose up the light here. And just have a little pokey poke. Make sure we're all good. In which case we are. Nice. So this Nintendo Switch Lite should theoretically be working now. I missed the headbang notification. It's there for gifted subs. I still haven't changed it. But yeah, Nacho, thank you very much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Is it better to get it fixed or get a new one? I mean, great. Really, really depends. I mean, ultimately, if you have data and it's like a cherished item and you're in love with the actual uniqueness of it, then you get it repaired. If it's something that is, it's a little bit outdated and it's 7 years old, you not necessarily care about it too much and you want a new one, you can go new. It really, really depends on the situation. Hi, channel. Seb, welcome. How are you? I'm fixing a Switch Lite at the moment. I'm going to put it back in the chassis and see if we work. What was this, the clear stuff you put over there? It's called Flux Hunter. Quality is amazing. Thank you. It's a Razer Black Shark V2 Pro 2023 edition. A little bit of a mouthful. And be careful which one you get because they've got different variations. But what I will say is that another YouTuber who goes by the names of James or JFix had a Black Shark V2 Pro 2023 edition and he couldn't get on with it. So I don't know. I really like it. I really like it. Maybe it's because there are occasions whereby I need to sort some settings out and I'm just used to it now, so I just do it kind of blindly, if that makes sense. Oh, Bodge, do you have the headset? I didn't know you had the headset. Yeah, it's good for gaming. It has the best mic on any headset, in my opinion. Of course the spring came out. Chat, do you think it's going to work? Yes or no? I can't lie, that range smells really good. I need to double check I've got nothing outside. Yeah, I need to sort the analog sticks out, won't I? I kind of just want to put the back on quick. Because I don't want that. I don't want that going everywhere. Springs. So let me just put this on. That's not going to affect it. Okay. Let me just screw this in. Make my life easier. I've just sold a PS5 actually, but I do have a few PS5s to fix, and PS5 Pros, PS5 Slims. I've got a few PS5s, so there will be stuff coming up for sure. Yeah, the new James Bond game looks quite cool. Heatsink, we're just testing. I know I didn't put thermal paste on. I'm just testing. It's just, so I've put this back on so I don't short anything out on the mat. Guys, we're just testing. It's fine. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Right. Here we go. Momentous of truth. Let's see if this works. 3, 2, 1. Good. Really good. Show me something. Let's go! Flat battery. Really, really, really flat battery. 100 milliamps. So we'll just wait for this to turn on quickly. Double check the other way, actually. All good. Nice. Works both ways. Let's go. Whoop! I'm now going to see if I can do some due diligence here. JB and unpatched switch. No, Ben, I won't be able to, unfortunately. I don't do customer repairs. Just experience, Jeremiah. A lot of failure. Any new gear? I will do, I imagine, yeah. I haven't obtained a lot of gear at the moment. More so just mounts and ways of putting up my current gear, if that makes sense. It's a power management IC. Whiskey. See what I post on Discord. About the Switch. Was it about the Switch? Potentially. No customer repairs. What are you working on? A device that I purchased in a bulk job lot. I don't do customer repairs. I did do free customer repairs for a while. I done guys, how many episodes did I do? I done quite a few, and some of them didn't make it to episodes as well. I want to say we done somewhere in the region of around about 30 or 40 free repairs for people, I think. So we've done quite a lot of free repairs. Got some content out of it. Some good, some didn't get content, but done live streams, so technically content. Apple glasses, I haven't, no. Do you not fix public items, NJ? Nope. Nope. I make a living through content. Content only. 470 milliamps, so that's just bumped up, which is really, really good news. we should see this turn on any second. Just a dead battery. Cheap. Why don't you answer my question? Sorry, Logan, what's your question? Would you like to buy Series S? I'm good, thank you. But thank you very much. Why is it not taking 12 volts? Because they take 15 volts. What kind of repairs do you immediately call it quits compared to the following that owns via continuity? What kind of repairs do you immediately call it quits? Not a lot, because I get a lot of content. So like even like CPU swaps on switch lights and stuff I've done. So I've gone quite far to get stuff fixed.
Thank you for all the great content.
Thank you,
Joey.
Stoff. I appreciate that. 12 months, let's go. 1 year. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. It really depends. It really depends because, like I said, I don't do customer repairs, right? If I had a business, let me answer your question this way, Logan. If I had a business, I'd cap everything because that's how you would need to run a business, especially in the repair world, in order to succeed. So maybe you'd have like an hour cap, or depending on how much the customer's willing to pay to get a device up and running, couple of hour cap, it depends. If I had a repair shop personally, I would charge £30 or thereabouts for a diagnostic fee, regardless of the issue, for my time investigating. And then anything that was CPU, GPU related probably would be considered a no fix. And repairs that I thought to myself would take a very long time. Anything that was going to take a long time, I'd maybe have a conversation with the customer, assess how much they're wanting that item fixed. So if it was something like a data recovery, then there's a lot of money in those sorts of jobs because of the fact that it's people's data. So depending on how long, obviously, it's going to take you, without taking the mick, and just have those conversations, you know. Why quit? Because I'm from England. Some things aren't economically viable. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Are these worth fixing? It depends. Here we go. Turning on 700 milliamps. Let's go. Is it just going to be Minecraft? It's not in Japanese, which is interesting. I thought all of this would have been in Japanese. Just Minecraft, YouTube, and Fortnite. All right. Well, actually turns out there's not much data on here is what I'm going to assume. But I will just have a quick gander to see how much they've actually used on here. So let me just quickly check. These things do not shut off without a heatsink for quite a while. So I'm just going to quickly check. Data management. Space available. Ooh, guys, 7.3 gig available. How much are these? What gig are these? Are they 64? Are they 64 gig? Standard? 32. Okay. So there might be quite a bit on here. There's a couple of screenshots. Oh no. All I've got is I've only got a nickname. Unfortunately, I've not got a first name, last name, or anything like that. And I can't view any of that information anyway. Oh, man. I was hoping to be able to get this back to the person that it is faulty. That would have been really cool. I mean, Okay. Right, let's turn her off. Can you fix phones? I mean, like, anything electrical I could potentially give a go, you know? No, the email address is blurred out, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Thank you, Isaiah. Oh, Isaiah, that might be a good shout. Do you know why? Because I think I accidentally melted a bit of plastic on it. Yeah, I might have a look at that, mate. Thank you. Okay, so I obviously need to change out the joysticks. But the good thing is we can consider that fixed. Who's that, Spilby? Who are you talking about? Hey, Noah, welcome. How are you? Soldering Iron. I use an Aphin A902. All links will be in a bio, by the way, if you fancy having a look. Deep gouges in the trigger buttons? Yeah, there is. There's only so much. Oh, I was answering a question, wasn't I, about how, like, if these are worth fixing for profit. It depends if you can get them cheap enough, to put it simply. It depends on so many different factors. Where are you getting from? Have they been opened before? Any prior repair attempts? What's the extent of the damage? How expensive are they? How much are you able to sell for? What are your overheads? Like every single, you know, there's so many, so many. You literally just said you'd like to get it back to the customer. Did I? I meant that in the sense of this is somebody's Nintendo Switch that I've purchased from a bulk buy. And I'd like to get it back to the original owner. Let's put it that way. But I don't think that's going to happen because I haven't got enough information to be able to give it back to them. That'd have been a really cool video though. Because I can just see, again, it's such a loved Nintendo Switch. And you can tell by the marks how much they got out of this. What's the issue with the Switch? This is something someone's asked you to fix too. No, it's not something that somebody's asked me to fix. This is a bulk item repair. So I bought this as part of a faulty job lot. And this is one of the items from it. I'm just going to change out the Joy-Con after fixing it. So I have a Joy-Con here. And we simply just go pop. Look at that. Yeesh. Oh, guys, I didn't order the joysticks. What on earth? You guys are meant to remind me, man. You guys were meant to remind me. Every stream. I think I've done that for 3 streams in a row now. I think 3 streams in a row. That's a cap. What's a cap? A capacitor. Is that what you're talking about? Where's our cap? Messaged you probably about a repair, but never had an answer. Nigel, it's because I don't do private. I don't do customer repairs. I'm afraid, my friend. I get a lot of messages asking me to do repairs. Where's the cap be? What are you talking about? I've got a couple of screws here. If that's what you're talking about. GJ, you did remind. Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad then. I do love the aircon at work. What tweezers you could repair? Jeremiah, if you go onto my bio, there should be a link. All of that good stuff. Everything I use to do repairs, etc. Baking mat is making me hungry. Don't, because I'm really hungry. Guess what I got tonight? What I got tonight? I think I've got like a bolognese. The first night in, I don't know how long where I've not had chicken. So I'm actually looking forward to it. But I won't be having too many carbs with it. Unfortunately. Might do a little bit of spaghetti. A little bit of spaghetti. Post reminder in the mod channel. Thank you. Thank you. Sig, welcome. I'm not necessarily melting now. I'm actually okay, to be honest with you. I'm actually alright. It's hot, but I'm not in a dire state because I've got my aircon on. I've got a 3.5 kilowatt unit going into the garage. I've got a 3.5 kilowatt unit going into the garage, which I'm really, really excited about. The guy was like, probably just get away with 2.5. I was like, he's like, fine, we can do 3.5. Okay, cool. There you go. When somebody says you probably be fine, I said, hold on. I'm not a fan of probably. Let's turn that probably into a definitely. I can't do a medium-sized pizza, I'm afraid. Because when I order hard. I don't have a filter button, so it's best for me to just stay away for now. I'm banking myself for Christmas. I'm banking the calories now for Christmas. Is what I'm doing. All right. Yeah, port an M92 standard on a Switch. I need to order some ports and analog sticks, which I'm going to do right after this stream. Because you know what's going to happen? I'll eventually need them, and then I'll be crying and saying, why didn't I order them? I'm not going to order them now, nah. OLED Switch? Yeah, I've done a few OLEDs. Couple. Another one. Where'd you order from? AliExpress. Can do the other Joy-Con now. Shoom. There's the other one. Really bad. What's wrong with this? It had no power. Now it does. It had a bad charging port and an M92T36 power management IC. Yep. Standard with these consoles, to be fair. A lot of the repairs are like that. Someone's having a barbecue. I can smell it. Can you smell the barbecue? Absolutely. TFN, welcome. Land, welcome. How are you? What happens to this switch? It was no power, my friend. RGF, welcome. How are you? It was a no power. And somebody loved it very much. Had a lot of use. I'm going to see if I've got a new back chassis for it. There we go. Just bought Switch 2 yesterday. It's amazing. Nice case, and I've got a couple of those to fix, actually. Flickering screen on a Switch light. Backlight IC flashing on thermal camera. Ooh. That sounds interesting. I would go ahead and assume that it's either backlight IC or it's the backlight of the actual device. The screen. Would be my two guesses. Because it could be that the screen itself is causing the chip to flash. If you didn't have a housing spare, I would go for the swap on the IC. But it's a rebuild one as well, isn't it? So that might take a little bit of time. If you had housing, it might just be worth a quick swap to see if it's the housing or not. That's what I'd say. Same backlight IC replaced, FPC connector, okay. Big shout out to your Discord. Very friendly place. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go. LC2. Good stuff. Wanty, thank you. My first 40 item on eBay today. Weirdly, I really enjoyed the cleaning process. Let's go. Getting all the cheesy stuff out. Nice. Don't forget to taste it. Don't taste it. Don't taste it. Never taste it. Trust me. Excuse me. So, sir, love your stuff. Wish I was as good as you. Practice, 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 practice. It won't take you as long to be as good as me, trust me. It's not difficult to be better than me. Just takes time. Some people excel a lot quicker than others. Until you like throw your hat in the ring and give it a go, you'll never know. Just do it. Do it. It's taken me 6 years. I did it full time, as in working in a repair shop. I did it full time for about a year and a half, close to 2 years. How do you get past the feeling you are making things worse rather than better? What do you mean, sorry, pal? I'm actually missing... Now, I say I'm missing a screw, as in I've got one left over, but that could be from another device because I obviously have a lot of the same screws on my desk. So I'm just going to check. Should be fairly quick. Yep, found it. Yeah, practice, practice, practice. Oh, nice gaming. Yeah, yeah. How do you give the board power to test when the console won't turn on? It depends. Sometimes you don't want to do that. But it can depend on a bunch of different things. Because if there's a very, very hard short, you want to be really, really careful about how much you're injecting. Because otherwise you could fry some components on the board. Depends on a lot of things. There isn't like a simple answer for you there. So I'm just going to quickly see. Now, the serial number, I'm just going to put in the listing that it's going to be different to what the actual console is. But I'm going to see if there is some way that I can swap this out for a donor one that I have, just because of the marks on the back. I don't want somebody seeing this and going, ugh, sweat. So I'm just going to have a look and see if I've got one that is better condition than that. If not, then it's tough. I'll just have to lose out on a little bit of money, to be fair. I'd rather have someone have one like this, which has a few marks on it, than the sweat marks, you know? For sure. Hello? Khan! 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's very, very kind. Thank you, Khan. 5 gifted legendary status memberships over on the YouTubes. Thank you. No, I don't swap the serial number. I can't really ever get it right, and I just end up making it look really, really tacky. But I'll just put it on the listing. Most people don't really care for the... Nothing... It's not in warranty, you know. Most people don't care for the serial number, in my opinion. That did hurt, you're right. Here we have a one that I can swap into. It looks really, really clean on the inside. Just the outside has a couple of like markings there. But I'd rather swap that over, you know. I won't get a good amount for this switch, to be honest. I bought it for 27. I'll probably get like maybe 60 for it. It's quite rough on the button as well here. Quite some deep marks. Where'd you get the gloves? Depends. Port West, I get these ones from. But usually I have some mechanic ones as well. All of links are in my description or my bio, depending on where you're watching. But they will be affiliated links. So anything anyone purchases, I'll get a little bit of a kickback. So it's much appreciated for the support. How hard to replace a USB port on an OLED switch? If somebody's asking me how hard it is, I'm going to tell you it's hard, because I don't think you would have had any experience replacing a USB-C port. So I'm going to say hard. If you've done loads of Nintendo Switches, then I'd say it's the same. Do you know what I mean? So it depends. Depends on your level of experience. Very comprehensive link tree. Thank you. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but I'll take it as a compliment. I don't work on Sega Game Gears now. If you have somebody who needs repairs on Sega Game Gears, I can recommend a retro repair shop. Not being sarcastic as a comment. Oh, thank you then. Thank you. Tell me, please. Retro 6. Retro 6 works on, and he is, when I tell you he's an expert, Luke's an expert. He also, but I think he owns a shop who repair, so it's not necessarily him who do the repair, but if there is a company that I would recommend for retro stuff, it would be Retro 6. Let's give this screen a nice clean. He was doing a Switch yesterday, was he? I didn't know he'd done modern console repairs. I know he's got a couple of donor boards here and there, but I didn't know he'd done modern ones. Is he live now? Amazing repairs and modding. Yep, he's the guy that I'd recommend for sure. Is he on here? He's on YouTube. He's on YouTube. Just tell him JDT, Joey Does Tech, recommended me to pay you a visit. Honestly, he's top, and he streams as well, so you'll be able to see his work and what he's about. But you'll see what you'll see entirely what he's about. Really, really knowledgeable. Knows his stuff. Knows a lot more than me, and does repairs for customers. So check him out. Really nice bloke as well. Loves his retro. I'm just getting rid of some of the gunk that I can see in here. Okay. This doesn't look too bad actually now, guys, is it? I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of marking on the screen, but you're not going to see that when the device is on. And the port is really, really nice. The back is pretty nice. The only thing I would say is, again, we've got the markings on the Z just here. You can't really see. See that? But a result. I think I'll be able to get maybe... I'll go low ball. And I'll say 60 for this. Maybe I'll sell it with this. My eBay shop is Joey Does Tech. Good job fixing tech. Love watching you keep it up. Thank you very much, Ash. I appreciate you. Maybe, Joe. Maybe. I don't have one, though. Zach, welcome. I don't work on GoPro cameras. I attempted a GoPro camera once, and you'll see all over the internet, they are impossible to take apart and put back together. Impossible. They are not built for repair, unfortunately. Your best case is warranty. Type-C port and order the template, reborn that chip, and then it'll be fixed. Nice gaming. Found him as on TikTok as well, but I'm in the States. Ah, he does, I'm sure he does worldwide shipping. I'm sure he does worldwide shipping. I don't know if... Guys, does Booter do retro stuff? Does anybody know if Booter does retro stuff? I don't know when I'm going to be moving into the garage. I'm not too sure. I don't know. No huge rush at the moment. Hey Joey, have you ever considered getting your airplane electronics certification so you can repair higher end electronics and make a considerable amount more? Or do you prefer gaming consoles because it has a better outreach for media? Ooh, Takeshi, that's a very, 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 very good question. I don't... Yeah, email him, Rob, and see what he says. I'm pretty sure he does international, though. Failing that, look at somebody called Computer Booter. Again, streams, very good streamer. Is very, very hard worker, very good at what he does. I just don't know how retro he does. Did you say Game Gear? I mean, it's not... For me, it's not necessarily all about the profit side of things. I have to enjoy what I do. I mean, the electronic certification stuff, I don't I don't necessarily think you need a certification. From what I remember watching a video from Northridge Fix, it might be different in the UK. I'm not entirely sure that you actually need a certification to be able to repair stuff. That's not on you. You send it back to whoever sent it to you, and it's their responsibility to do all the checks they need to make sure that the part is suitable for aviation. Don't quote me on that. But I mean, it's not something that I'd be wanting to drop or transition into for the sake of I love the content side of things. I like being a content creator, and I like doing YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you know. I enjoy that. I'd go as far to say that I enjoy that business side of things more than the repairing, if that makes sense. Is this a game, or are you actually repairing it? I have repaired it. I'm just waiting for it to charge a little bit more. I need to sort these out. Because I replaced the Joy-Cons, the joysticks. Zerkor coming in with a prime. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Woohoo.
Thank you, my friend. There we go. That's it. Let's go for a reset. Connect to the internet, etc., etc. I'd say probably like the I'm doing great, Zakor. I hope you're doing well. I'd say that like me and over back in the room, Joe, you've now learned how to make. Joe, have you now learned how? No. I've not learned how to make Ethernet cables. I mean, I did a little bit of crimping back in the day, but I mean, I'd be useless at it now. To be honest, like I'm pretty useless at everything else. I'd say yeah. I like rambling on, and I like being able to teach. I like being able to do what I want when I want. I like being able to spend time with my family when I want, which is why it's nice to have no SLAs. Like I'm not in a promise to anybody except for myself. So that's really nice. The freedom is worth a lot more money than I'd be able to make doing any sort of electronic repair for anybody for any amount. I think if somebody said to me, Joey, we'll give you $1 million salary a year. If we give you $1 million salary a year, but you have to work 7 days a week, I'd tell them to sling it because of family. There's no way. Wouldn't do it. Not even for 2 years. I'm not missing 2 years of like being with my kids. It's not happening. But like what I do now, I make good money and enough money to survive, support my family, have fun with the fam, and I get the freedom of doing whatever I want when I want. You know? So I wouldn't trade that for the world. Don't necessarily have to worry about AI taking my job, which is cool. Unless, you know, somebody dupes me or whatever. But I don't think AI will be able to take authenticity. You know? They might be able to replace the repairs at some point. You know, at some point in the future, they might be able to take on repairs. And you might have robots doing the repairs, but then, you know, sending it back to the company or whatever, and people not trusting, there's always going to be that element and aspect of it. But when it comes to content, nobody can replace me. So that's what I'm banking on. That's why I would love to have the career that I currently have for a very long time. Why wouldn't I? Get the freedom, pays okay, it's my own business. I think what I love about it is that any mistakes I make, I'm responsible for. But also any successes that I'm responsible for, It's me. It's on me. So, like, you know, you have the pros and the cons. Oh, I got it now. Yeah, Robo Joey. True, true, true. True, true, true. I've actually got to list 2 things today. I'm going to list an Xbox Series S, and I'm going to list this Nintendo Switch Lite on eBay. Try and recoup some money back from the silly amount of money that I'm spending on faulty items at the moment. But I'd rather that. See you later, Joe. Thank you for tuning in. Ah, okay. System update is required first before we go ahead and reset. That's fine. Tyler Blevins? What? Ninja? Big up, Ninja. I've been called Gary Neville today. Was I called Ross Kemp the other day? Who was it I was called? I can't remember. And I was really happy about it. I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was Ross Kemp. But I've been called Gary Neville, Ninja, someone else the other day. I can't remember. The rule that never place customer board so when you feel comfortable enough to actually work on a customer. So the rule of them is to never practice on a customer board. So when did you feel comfortable enough to actually work on a customer's board? Where does it work when you work for that company and then transitioned on? That's a very good question. I'd say yeah. Everyone's different. Like I've known people who have just I've known people who have just practiced on customers' boards. I've known people to do it. I would never. When did I feel comfortable doing it? When I'd probably say, yeah, when I went to the shop and I kind of got a big confidence boost and I was like, okay, well, I'm repairing stuff for customers now. And ultimately, it's my responsibility entirely. So that's probably when I got a big confidence boost, I'd say. Because at the repair shop, it was a little bit different as well. It wasn't like everybody shared certain responsibilities. It was more so like you handled your repair yourself. So you dealt with it from customer to repair a lot of the time. I'd say 90% of the time, you dealt with the customer, you took on the repair. Maybe 80%. So that's when I kind of gathered my confidence. How much should it cost to have both analog sticks replaced? On these, they don't take long. They don't take long. 15 minutes, I'd say. Both of them. Depends. Again, it depends on so many things. I think 30 quid would be reasonable. 30 quid to replace both of the sticks in there. Zoc, thank you for saying that. No parental controls. Nope, luckily. I've had a good streak of no parental controls, thankfully. Channing Tatum, Isaiah, that was it. Yes, you're right. What I would say as well is that if people are looking to get into business, the business side of repairs, one thing I did, so when I left Rocket Repairs, I didn't know what my funds and stuff were going to be like. So what I said is that I'm going to take on customer repairs, and I did that for about 2 months. And what I did for those 2 months, I didn't advertise it on my YouTube. People somehow found it. I can't remember how people found it. I think I just started putting it in the description. So I wasn't talking about it actively. My marketing wasn't great for it, but that was because I didn't want it to be great. So I took on a couple of customer repairs, and I've still got the spreadsheet now to this day of what it was that I'd done. And those customer repairs were amazing. Every single customer because they knew me from Joey Does Tech, right? So there's a lot of trust there anyway, and people sort of already know me from how I am on camera and whatnot. So dealing with those people were amazing. But what I did, I think it was, I want to say 15%. I think it was 15%. I'd obviously save money for tax, but then I'd have 15% allocation. Oh no, it might have been 10%. It was 10%. I had money saved for tax, obviously, but then I also had 10% of each repair would go into a customer pot. That customer pot, so for example, if I charge 60 quid, it'll be 6 quid. If it was 80 quid, it'll be 8 quid, so on and so forth. That customer pot was there as a backup if I ever messed anything up. So like if you do 10 successful repairs and you average 60 quid a repair, you've banked yourself 60 quid. Now, luckily, I didn't mess up any repairs. And it was an extreme rarity in the shop that it would ever happen. But it's always good to have a pot there just in case you do really mess something up, and that's on you. So then you're not caught out massively on, like, you know, if you have to replace somebody's device, you know, or order a part to fix that person's device. Yeah, it's 95. That's true. Yeah, it's how you ultimately fix it again. Yeah. I've been working for myself after my daughter said dad for the first time, and I almost missed it due to getting ready to go to work at the factory job I had at the time. Wow, cardboard. That's amazing. That's amazing. Just curious, because right now I'm buying consoles, and if everything works out good, then I'm selling them to trusted people that I know won't come back and say I was doing something wrong. Well, you can do, there's a bunch of stuff that you could do, Sushi, so there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're, you know, relatively new to this. I think people admire the honesty, and what you can say is, I'll give you 6 months warranty just to settle yourself, and never clear, maybe even just keep those funds for that first 6 months, you know. So then it's like, okay, give that 6 months warranty, and make sure you give the warranty on the repair itself. So like, don't say you've got a 6 month warranty. So like, when I go to sell this, I've started putting in my listings now, you get a 3 month warranty. So, but it's going to be on the repair itself. So it'll be on a no power with M92 T36 and a port replacement. That's where the warranty will be. Because if this comes back and it's a broken fan, it's not going to be down to my repair. Unless I inspect it and I go, oh, actually, yeah, I messed something up there, that's on me. But chances of that is very low. Very, very low. But cover yourself with a warranty. And then that way you give people, like, you give people that expectation. You give people that expectation. You can even say for family and friends, you get a lifetime warranty on that specific fault. Because, I mean, it is what it is. If you're selling to people you know, just say, yeah, I'll sort you out, you know. But just let them know that if it is something else wrong with it that's going to cost money, then we'll talk. You know what I mean? So go with that. That's what I would say. And I can't ever tell you, I can't tell you when you're going to be ready. Nobody can say to me, Joey, when am I going to be ready to take on customer repairs? I can't advise you that. I can't advise you that. Everybody's different. It took me a long time. It took me a long time. It might have been different if I had, gone straight into like professional repair as a job, because maybe I would have got it quicker. I found that confidence quicker. But because I learned everything self-sufficiently, I played by my rules, and my rules were I'm not confident and I'm bad at what I do. Do you know what I mean? For those who are wondering, I worked for a shop. There's a whole story on it on my channel, but I worked for a shop, and the shop is called Learnrepairs. And I was running my own YouTube channel, and I was running Learnrepairs' channel at the same time, and it burnt me out hugely. It burnt me out so much. This is the channel. So we put out 138 videos. Go right to the bottom. Yeah. He done the big boss, Sean, my guy. I hope he's doing well. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. But this is Sean. He's the one who hired me and put a lot of faith in me. We had very controversial opinions. We were very opinionated with each other, but our relationship just worked. I had a lot to say, he had a lot to say, but he listened to what I had to say, then countered back with a bunch of things. This was my last repair. It's crazy. And said that the console was overheating, which it was. Look at this. My last repair for Learnrepairs. We're looking at ticket number 13473, and it's a faulty PlayStation 5 that has a bad USB port. Now, the customer actually brought this in. Look at this. This is where I gained a lot of my confidence working in the shop, you know, because I was working on my own. Literally working on my own. But I gained a lot of knowledge. Self-learned, I guess. But, you know, the guys there were incredible. This is a Metcal, man. This Metcal iron was great. Really like that bent tip. But, yeah. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. One of the things that I do need to check. How old am I here? Well, it's 2 years ago now. Car electronics. Look, guys, I did a bunch of different repairs. Hey, people say to me, Joe, why don't you fix this? Why don't you fix that? Look. Today we're looking at job number 13346, and it's a little bit different to our standard jobs. This is a smart car SAM unit, and look, the PCB itself actually bends. It makes me cringe. Yeah, the PCB bends. I mean, what could ever go wrong with that? Specifically has some water damage, as you can see. I've done a repair on one of these before, and it was because of just. What could ever go wrong with a flexible PCB, chat? The traces in the joints. I'll put some, you know what I mean? Over these exposed bits, these small, thin green. Just to ensure that we have that strong connection. But yeah, again, I gained a lot of confidence doing these sorts of jobs and those sorts of things. So there's you know, hundreds of videos on here, quite literally. And this was Sean. Look at him.
Something a bit special. We have been sent the InfiRay P2 Pro thermal camera for iOS.
He done a couple of. I edited his videos, but we done a couple of. We done a couple of videos. He done a couple of videos. Sorry. Yeah, man. It was an interesting time. This is when I had my long hair. Look, chat. Look at this, man. What's he doing? Why did he get me like that? Look at the thumbnail. He chose the thumbnails. Look at it. Who is this? Wow, I can't believe it. Look how long ago that is, chat. I don't even. I mean, it's 3 years ago. How much I've changed in 3 years is crazy. Why is he giving me red eyes here? What's he playing at? This was at a time in my life where I was stressed, man.
Next video that I record as punishment, I would record with my hair down. Usually my hair is up. Hopefully I don't burn it off. Today we're looking at ticket number 11937 and it's a faulty PlayStation 5. Currently in England we're experiencing half term, which is where children are off school, and the customer came in with her son and said basically he's really missing his PlayStation 5. Can we get it fixed? That was roughly about an hour ago, and we're going to do this repair right now so that her son can be happy. And hopefully we can save him from boredom. Let's take a look under the scope and see exactly what's wrong with this HDMI port. Wow. Okay. Right. So there's quite a bit wrong here, but the HDMI port is basically being pushed back. Use off now. I'll turn that off with solder, but I'm going to this time. Because the reason we still have some gold contacts that are still here. There we go. We got them. Now we use our wick to just wick away what we have on the pads.
I don't know. I've cleared out like instantly. I'm like, why am I clearing out the clearing out the ground holes and whatnot? You know. But that was my process back in the day. That was my process. I clear out everything out, and I depend on my solder. I mean, this solder does look good. Look, this solder does look good. Look, rather than mixing it with the unleaded, but edit there, it doesn't matter too much, you know.
Perfect. That's looking great. And now we just secure this port in place by going over the pins.
Again, this is something that I used to do on every single. Port swap. Remember what I said about the flux being in the port? This is why. This is why. Look. Look how much flux is being used here. These are all stuff that I just you learn over time. But that's because the reason why, I'll be honest, the reason why I used to do it this way is because Sean, the boss, told me you need to go over the pins. You need to make sure you go over the pins. He didn't like my flow method. He really didn't like it. And these are some of the things that we had, the little, I'd say, yeah, little arguments that we used to have. He used to say, Joey, you shouldn't be soldering over the pins, you know? Sorry, you should be soldering over the pins. You have to go over them again. And hence why I'd be using flux. And I just do that. And that's why I did really, I mean, you can't lie. The way that I see it is that this is ultimately the best way to make sure that the pins are solid. As simple as that. Like, you are not going to get a better connection than running your iron over here. The issue is that you kind of have to get flux all over the board. You get flux all over the board, you can potentially burn the plastic. When you tin the port itself before you put it onto the board, you still get a good contact. Like, nobody's breaking them unless you are forcefully breaking them. You know what I mean? So it's still considered a good enough job. This is just like if you want to run over the PS5 with a tank, good luck getting this port off. That's what this is. But then again, the trade-off is you get a fluxy port, and over time it might be an issue, as well as the fact you're going to stay in the copper PCB and all those things. You know what I mean? But I mean, look, you can't deny how strong these will be.
Well, it should be at the port because we need to out the capacitor, leave no cap behind. Yeah, that looks absolutely wicked.
Look, I mean, that is a nice port, man. I used to be very proud of my HDMI ports, by the way. He was ensuring it wouldn't be returned. Inquisitors, you say that, but I've spoken a few times about how they used to get repaired. So they used to get returned when I first started because of the amount of flux in the port.
Well, now we just go ahead and put that cap on.
So they did come back.
There we go.
In my first, I think my first 2 weeks.
Clean. And just confirm after sorting out the cap, we have
Look at that.
bridges because we use heat.
Yeah, it's very nice, man. It's a very nice port. This is somebody else. I think this is Mark.
Here we have the PS5 in all of its glory, tested and fully working.
The gloves! Look, man, I took the gloves to work. You best believe I took the gloves to work, chat.
Tested and fully working.
Yeah, I
The
did.
customer and her son also bought us a little gift, so a huge thank you to both of you for that. We then received permission from the mum and Joey. Yes, you heard that right, Joey. I think prefers to be called Joe. For him to be on camera, so I'll leave that with you now, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. So this is Joey. He's got a present for us.
Thank you.
You're welcome, mate. No problem at all. All ready to go in time for half term. Quick service.
Yep.
Nice one. Cheers, pal. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Oh, what a legend, man. What a legend. Yeah, so this is and then I went bold. Jeez, man. There's some good videos on here. Some good videos. Another repair shop we are not judging.
motherboard itself, but I have cleaned those up. If we just go ahead, and I'm just going to nudge a few of these pins to see if they're connected solidly. They don't actually.
We used to get a lot of these in the shop.
Yeah, that one's moving. This one's moving.
Look,
this one's moving.
we used to get so many of these, man.
This one's moving. This one's moving.
You think it was bound on JDT? You should see the ones on Rocket Repairs.
It's loose and it's not connected to the pad underneath. But this will definitely be causing an issue. There doesn't seem to be that much flux around the area, to be fair, which is really good. If we turn...
So yeah, sorry guys. I know I've gone a little bit off piste here, but interesting to watch. Hey, interesting to see where you come from, and like a lot of people don't know about my my repair shop past. I do think sometimes, like, even not again, not for the money, but more so just for the business and the experience, like having a repair shop, because that it kind of fuels me. Not to, I mean, making money would be a side question, and making it a sustainable business, thriving business for profit, but more so doing a good job on customer repairs and like being a good repair shop and having a good reputation. That for me would like top it. You know what I mean? That would be number one. Guys, there is, I mean, this is on 84%. What happened with the rusty Xbox? The rusty Xbox, Chris? What happens with the rusty? Which one are you talking about? You need to show more old gaming videos. Nobody needs to see my old gaming videos. I've been really tempted to play League of Legends recently, guys, but I'll be honest, I've been playing a little bit of Counter-Strike 2 with some friends in the evening as like just downtime and chill time. That's been quite nice recently because they're new to the game as well, so it's a lot of explaining, and it's just cool to play with friends. And then I've really wanted to play League of Legends, but again, just don't have the time. I'm prioritizing the CS:GO, the CS2 in the evening after everyone else has gone to sleep, you know. You ever think about investing in a repair shop that's staffed by other people and you manage and train them? I would love to do something like that. Absolutely. Yeah. I'd love to do something like that. I actually think about that a lot in terms of like, I could be the marketer and the content behind the shop. I would love that. Like just documenting everything. Like investing in a business. Becoming a major shareholder and then helping with the marketing aspect. Training for repairs. Customer service, those types of things, you know. I'd love to do something like that. I have no idea how to go about it. No idea. Yeah, like I said, I'd more so want to be, as much as I'd like to do the repairs, I'd more so want to train people and teach people how to repair. I'd love to do that. I'd really like to do that. I feel like I'd be a good teacher in real life. The shop would be 100% about people. It's as simple as that. I tried doing my first HDMI port replacement for the first time 20 years ago on a PS4 with a soldering gun instead because I didn't have a soldering iron at the time. Plenty of shops available on the high street for cheap now. Everywhere else is closing due to online sales. Yeah. John, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'd have to. I wouldn't even necessarily be investing in the shop. I'd invest in the people, you know. You need a lot of capital for that though, and I do not have a lot of capital. I do not have a lot of capital. I wouldn't do it under JDT anyway. I would have to create like another business or something because I wouldn't want to risk that crossover, you know. Wouldn't do it. So I'd have to create another business or something. I'd want to do it the safest way possible where I protect myself. Well, pizza, I mean, guys, listen, I've said this before. If I disappear off the face of the earth and then you see like a new pizza chain coming out, then just know it's going to be me. Just know it's going to be me. There's one actually, it's a very interesting story. I think it's called Fireway Pizza. I think a very inspirational story from the owner of that. But I'd love to have some sort of pizza chain, you know, start that. I just don't know necessarily too much about it at the moment, so I'd have to commit like a few years of my life to perfecting it. If I do ever disappear one day, if I ever give up JDT for whatever reason, not give it up, if I ever move on from JDT for whatever reason, it'll be for pizza. Just know that. It's way cheaper here in the States. Is it, Isaiah? Restaurants come and go. Sorry to say, food costs will kill you. Really? Well, I don't think that's the case in the pizza industry, Greg. I've seen some really successful pizza industries. I've seen some really successful pizza industries. There's a local one to me, actually, that's doing... I think it's doing okay. I mean, it's been there for a few years, so... Right, guys, I'm going to go. Enough yapping. Safe to say, the Nintendo Switch has now officially been reset and will be up on the old eBay. I'll see if I can get a picture of it and list it up today. I don't know if I will, but we'll see. But give it 2 seconds. There we go. There we go. Papa John's is amazing for it. Macro, you are... What's it called? Chat blasphemy? It's blasphemy. We don't mention that in this stream, okay? We don't do it. We don't do it. Joysticks and ports, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to go now. Do it now. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Much love. Thank you. One in the chat if you enjoyed today's stream. How dare I forget to ask that question? Excuse me. How dare I forget to ask that question? Thanks for the support, guys. As always, I appreciate it. And hopefully that kid gets their money back. I really hope that's the case. Or should I say their parents get the money back? Let's see. Remind me in a month's time. If I haven't heard anything, I'll bring it up with you guys. But if somebody could just set a reminder for a month, that would be amazing. And we'll see what the situation is. I'll let you know if it's gone through or not. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Oh, by the way, I'm off for a week. If I'm not live on Saturday. Mushy peas? Please explain. What does that mean, Macros? Oh, you talking about what I'm talking about? Yeah, we don't talk blasphemy. We're Dominoes. We're Dominoes here. Yeah, guys, I'm off for the week unless I'm live Saturday. If I'm not live Saturday, then it's going to be a week. Okay. This is a Dominoes household. See you later, guys. Goodbye.